guys, it's Jessie and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video and another reading vlog. So today we're going to be doing another blindly picking my TBR video. I have a big plan for this series for next year. I'm really excited about, and I kind of have to do more than one episode of this for it to be a series that I can revamp. So yeah, I'm very excited to pick a book blindly today. I'm sitting down here because one, bookshelves, and two, this is where I keep all my books. So we initially had, I think it was about 17 or 18 wrapped up. I have unwrapped 3 in my last episode of this, and I also unwrapped Beartown because I was reading it for a different video. But yeah, these are the books that we have wrapped up here. I think I'm going to randomly generate a number. I don't quite know which numbers we have and which numbers we don't. There's kind of just like all a random one, so I guess if we randomly generate one that I don't have, we won't include that one. But yeah, I believe we have 18, I think is the highest number I have. So I'm going to randomly generate a number 1 through 18. So it's come up with 2 automatically, but I've put in numbers 1 through 18. You can't really see because it's focusing on my books. There you go, you can see now. So we're going to generate a random number, and we have 16. Okay, well that's literally the one on top. That's very convenient. Okay, this one, oh, it's kind of thick. I don't actually know what this is. Let me guess. It's got a very firm spine. I've actually not got a clue. So which way around would it be? If I was holding a book, I'd be reading it like this. So this is going to be the front if I open it. So I'll let you guys see before me. Is it good? Is it good? It feels big. What is it? This is so exciting. This is such a good one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm really excited for this. This is kind of dense though. Oh my god, this is such a good pick. This is definitely a very anticipated one. I kind of did a mix on here of books I was really excited about and then ones I weren't. So this is the one that I've been really excited about, and I have basically completely forgotten about until I wrapped it up, just because like it's out of sight, out of mind. But I am so excited to give this one a go. I think the cover's so cool. So obviously this is If We Were Villains. This is like a dark academia kind of Shakespeare inspired thing where there's been a drama group and one of them has killed someone and been in prison for it, I believe, and now he's come out of prison and is kind of telling the true story type of vibe, I think. But anyway, I'm super duper excited for this. I am over the moon because there are some books in here that I do not want to read. But yeah, I'm super, oh my god, I'm like just so excited. This is gonna be so much fun. So yeah, we are reading If We Were Villains, and I will catch up with you when I start this, maybe tonight but potentially tomorrow. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have a small change of plan. Basically, initially I was going to be reading just one book in this video and I was going to try and get it out before I went away, but then I just like changed around a bunch of stuff on my schedule, etc. for YouTube. So I'm actually going to be reading 3 books for this video, and I've just filmed my October TBR where I have 2 books on there that are wrapped up technically. So I'm gonna hopefully try and pull them now and unwrap them now, and then that'll be our TBR for the video. I could have done this just after I finished If We Were Villains, but I'm kind of feeling like a romance thriller type of mood, like something easy rather than like a full dark academia like Shakespeare based book. So we're gonna do that now. I have, obviously as before, I have half of the books here and then the other half just here. I just can't lift them up all at once. So I'm gonna try and we're looking for Found and we are looking for Dream On. I think I'm going to give myself 3 chances. Like I can unwrap 3 for the 2 because I think I'm only going to have 1 more in my schedule, like blindly unwrapping video, so I won't run out of books. So I do, this is really difficult now, so I really want to find one. I know it's not one of these. I think it's not this one. This one's a bit too tall. I think that's Life Ceremony, so I'm going to eliminate that one. It could be that. This one is one of the ones I rewrapped, maybe. I feel like that's too thin. I feel like that's The Humans. I'm gonna put that down. Very much could be this one. Also very much could be this one. That feels a bit too stiff. Like that feels like a very stiff book, whereas like this one feels more floppy, if that makes I'm gonna put this one down. I think that feels too stiff. Could very easily be number 4. Could very easily be number 3. Yep, could be that one. Could be number 1. I don't remember half the books in here. This one feels a bit thicker. That one's quite thick, but the thriller could be kind of thick, I guess. This one as well. Okay, so we have eliminated 3. Now I've got to pick between these. So this is so difficult. Like, if I don't get all of them, it's fine. I don't need to get both of them, but I'm trying to judge what feels like a nice little 300-page romance book. I'm gonna go for this one. I'm going for number 4. It's like the thinnest. I can't even remember what was wrapped up. That's the issue. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, we're looking for Dream On and Found. This is so stressful. Oh my god. I don't know if this is right. Maybe it's like, I also think we've got the Dead Romantics wrapped up, which isn't on the TBR, but it's one I do want to read. So I guess it could be that. What is it? Oh no. Oh. Okay, this is one I really don't want to read. This is like just a kind of YA type of thriller book, so I won't mind reading it. It's pretty short, like I could get through it quickly. Like this is kind of something that I could read this evening. So if we pick another 2, so we've got 2 more chances. If we pick another 2 that aren't it, then that's fine. But hopefully I can pick the 2 that are it. But I'll have one veto, I guess, at least. Actually, to be fair, I won't mind this. It's just not obviously what I was hoping for. So that was incorrect. What else am I going for? So maybe one a little bit thicker. I feel like this one's too thick. This is number 7. That feels too thick. Was Found thick? I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it down. Let's do this one. No. Okay, I'm just going to commit. I'm going to do this one. Okay. Okay. Yes, okay. So we've got one of them. We've got this one. So this one is like the first book I pulled from my TBR. So whew, that is good. I'm so pleased that we found this. Okay, found. So yeah, this one's definitely gonna be read. And then now we're gonna try and find Dream On. See, the trouble is I really can't remember like what other books I had wrapped up. This one feels a bit too long for like a contemporary romance. I'm trying to look at the thickness. I feel like this one's pretty, this one feels kind of floppy. This one, I'm gonna put that one away. Don't think it's that one. They all feel the same. Why am I, maybe this one or this one? I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna go for one of these 3. Oh, I really don't know, guys. This is so difficult. Okay, I'm gonna go for, I'm not gonna go for 14. I don't know why. It's not calling to me. One of these 2. It's probably not even right. Okay, it's kind of floppy. I mean, like, is there literally any difference between these? No. Why not 8? Let's go for number 1. Might as well. Let's go for number 1. Okay. All right. If it's like any type of romance book, I'd be pretty happy, to be honest, like just for like reading purposes. Oh, this isn't it. This is a different texture on the cover. Okay. Oh my god. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Wow. That's a different book. That's exciting. Okay, now I have to pick between, obviously I'm reading Found. I'll have to pick at some point between Shift and Vicious. We'll see, because Vicious is a friend's copy, so I do need to get that back to her, but Shift I would get through quickly. So let's see what the vibes are. I will read Found, and then probably If We're Villains, and then one or both of these. I'm not too sure, but yeah, okay, we did all right. That's not too bad. We've got one of them. I'm happy with that. All right, I'll catch up with you when I'm into Found. Okay, so I'm currently about 100 pages or so into Found. I'm on page 140, and I'm definitely enjoying it so far. I feel like it's not really a thriller, it's more of like a crime book, because I feel like it's like following the police, if that makes sense. Like, it's not thrilling because we already have some like solid clues about kind of who are the perpetrators in this. Basically, you're following the kind of detectives and the family of this boy that's gone missing, and about 6 months later, I think, he is found again, and obviously you know that on the blurb, don't worry, that's why it's called Found, and like he's not speaking, and they're still trying to figure out kind of what's going on. So that's kind of where we are. I'd say I'm about 1/3 of the way through, and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's probably sitting like a high 3/4. I don't tend to normally enjoy crime books very much, like kind of like the generic crime. It's what I kind of call like rom-coms, but for more of a male audience, I guess. Not to be stereotypical, but like I feel like that's what they're kind of written for in some of the language and stuff, and that's why I don't tend to enjoy it so much. But yeah, I'm partway through and I am actually enjoying this more than I kind of generically would a book like this. So yeah, I'm super excited to continue on with it. I'm hoping to finish it today maybe, and then we can move on to maybe Vicious. I think I'm going to read rather than Shift, just because I think I'll enjoy it a bit more. But yeah, that's where we are with this one. Hey guys, I am, as you can tell, in my uni room now. I feel like this vlog I've been in so many different locations, but I have just been moving into uni the past few days, which means I haven't had a chance to update you, but I have got a decent amount of reading done. So I actually finished Found before I came back to uni, but I completely forgot in my kind of packing and such to give you an update, but I ended up giving it 3.75 stars. I did enjoy it. I think for me it was very much a crime and kind of family novel rather than a thriller or a mystery, really. It wasn't focused on kind of discovering the perpetrators of the crime, I think, in my opinion. It seemed to be very much focused on the police and kind of their more personal lives and their investigation and kind of how there wasn't enough funding, stuff like that, and then separately focused on Evan and his family trying to come to terms with like what's happened. That's not my ideal type of book, but overall I did enjoy it more than I would kind of like a regular crime book, and so I decided to give it a 3.75. I would have loved there to be a twist or a little bit more of a focus on the mystery or whodunit. I feel like at the end it was just like, oh cool, like we've put together this investigation and this is who it is, and it's like, okay cool, but we didn't get like proper hints, we didn't really get to see much of this, and also we didn't get like to predict who it was. There weren't like multiple different people we could have thought it was that we like focused on or anything like that, so it really was a bit more of a weird book, but overall I did kind of enjoy it. And now I'm actually a decent chunk of the way through Vicious by V.E. Schwab, which I did decide to pick up, so I will be reading this one, and If We're Villains and Shift will get put off for another significant amount of time probably, because I would have probably picked Shift over If We Were Villains, but like I felt like because that was the one I initially picked when I was initially going to make it a one book vlog, that I should probably read it. Plus it does kind of fit with like the autumnal vibes. I'm loving Vicious so far. I have had this for ages. It's my friend's copy and I've never got round to it, obviously because it's been wrapped up since January, but yeah, really enjoying this. We're following Victor and Eli, who are uni students, and they are, well, Eli's studying EOs, which are like extraordinary people like that have kind of superhuman abilities, and they kind of start experimenting, and maybe they end up, you know, one or two or both of them have given themselves these powers, and maybe one goes down a hero path and the other down a villain path type of vibe. That's kind of what we're going for. To be fair, a decent part of that is on the blurb anyway, so I don't know, I'm saying maybe, but I'm really enjoying it. This is my second V.E. Schwab book. I read Gallant via audiobook, but I don't think I had kind of like the most attention span when I was reading that, so I gave that a 3 stars, but really wasn't paying much attention. I am loving this. This is super readable, and yeah, as you can tell, I'm a solid chunk of the way through. I listened to most of this part of it when I was unpacking my room and stuff. I've still got more unpacking to do. I'm probably going to sit and read a bit more now. I've just read like 50 pages or so, and then I was like, oh shit, I need to update the vlog. But yeah, I think I'll probably finish it tonight, either physically or by audiobook when I do some more unpacking. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. I think it could potentially be, at the moment it's like a 4.25, but interested to see where it goes. So yeah, pretty solid updates, and yeah, I'll catch up with you probably when I'm finished with this. Okie dokie, so I finished Vicious this morning and I really enjoyed it. This definitely exceeded a lot of my expectations. There is more books in the series, I believe, which I wasn't expecting. There's like Extraordinary, a novella, and then one before as well, plus there's Vengeful, I know is the sequel, and apparently there's a third as well, but that was like announced 3 years ago and I haven't heard anything about it since, so not too sure about that. I think I would like this as a standalone, to be honest, just because like the short story is fine because it like follows different people, I believe, but I like the way it was left. I don't know whether I would love to read a second one. I mean, I will, obviously, because I started the series. I like to continue and I did enjoy it, but I just don't think it was maybe necessary. I think I liked the way it left off. But yeah, anyway, I really did enjoy this. This is a 4.25 for me. I thought it was super fun, and yeah, basically just exceeded all of my expectations. I'm really excited to pick up more from V.E. Schwab. This definitely impressed me a lot more than Gallant, I think, because it's not YA. Is it? Not really. I guess not really. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much more to say about this. I feel like I talked a lot about it in my other update, but yeah, like I really enjoyed it. I found it really fun. I really liked the character of Sydney, and I thought it was really interesting how they played with like what a villain is, what a hero is, and kind of like the different perspectives, and yeah, basically really fun. And I did enjoy the ending and I thought it was a good book. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. And now I'm going to start If We Were Villains. So I read like 40 pages or so of this earlier in the month when I was just going to do the individual book video, and then I put it down. I'm a bit intimidated by it because they talk in Shakespeare a lot of the time, like they quote it to each other, and I find that difficult to understand, so I'm a little bit nervy going into this one, but I am excited. I feel like I'm either gonna love it or hate it, and I'm worried that like I'm gonna find it a bit tiresome with the Shakespeare and stuff. So this one I have been putting off, and I probably would have read Shift if I hadn't pulled this one initially, but I'm still excited to give it a go. I've had it for a while on my TBR. It's one I definitely want to read. I want to get more into dark academia and stuff, so I'll give it a go. I mean, I know Katie is reading just read this and loved it, so hopefully I enjoy it. I'll catch up with you maybe when I'm a little bit of the way through. So yeah, okay, I look a little bit rough. I'm not feeling the best, but oh my god. So I'm up to Act 3 in If We're Villains, which is page like 180, 170-ish. So I'm like kind of like a third of the way through. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm literally loving it. It took maybe me to get into like past act 1, and since then I'm like, oh my god, obsessed. Like I am so invested in this. I'm really enjoying it. Basically we're following this kind of like small kind of theatre group at this like really prestigious art school where it's kind of culty, kind of weird vibes. It's called like the Delta Academy, and there's 7 of them. There's Oliver, whose perspective we're getting, James, Richard, Alexander, Philippa and Meredith, and they all kind of like take on different roles. So you've got like the leader, the villain, like the quiet one, kind of like more promiscuous one, like the smart one. Oh, and there's Ren as well. Did I count wrong? Anyway, there's multiple characters, so it's really good. Basically we're getting Oliver's perspective in like current time, where he's just been let out of prison for the murder of one of the people in the group, and he's kind of retelling this story to the detective. And then we're going back in time most of the book, kind of like to tell the story. And oh my god, it's so good. I am like fully obsessed with this. Like it's really good. I'm not sure if it's a 5-star, like I really don't know, but like I was intimidated by the Shakespeare at first, but like it's really easy to understand. Like the Shakespeare, there's not bits of the Shakespeare that like you have to understand that are integral to the story, if that makes sense. Like sometimes they're just talking lines to each other, and normally you can kind of get the vibes, but like it's making me want to read Shakespeare. Like I want to be like an academic girly, which I don't, but like it's kind of giving me these vibes. I'm like obsessed with like the atmosphere. Like maybe I'm just really into dark academia, but yeah, really enjoying it. And I've got a lot of reading sprints later today, so I think I might finish it today. I'm really liking it though, and it's pretty early in the day, so I do have a lot of time to continue on with it. But yeah, obsessed. Basically that's all I really have to say. Loving it. Like loving it. Hey guys, it is significantly later in the day now, but I feel like I look the exact same. Please ignore mess in the background. But I finished If We're Villains. Oh my god, obsessed. Like I said that before, but still obsessed. This is 5 stars. It's not like a 6-star 5-star, but it's like such a solid 5 stars. I loved this so much. I loved the ending. It's got like a slightly ambiguous ending. Obsessed. So obsessed. I love the characters. They all felt so real. Like the dynamics, the relationships, everything was so like complex but interesting. And yeah, like the vibes, I was like so just sucked into the story, and like I found the reveal very interesting, and like everything about it was like incredible. Like I loved it so much. So this is definitely a very solid recommendation. I've also heard that this is like a less good version of The Secret History, which makes me now so eager to read The Secret History. I will leave a big enough gap up, but I might try and read it sometime next year maybe. I think I would really enjoy that as well. So yeah, absolutely buzzing that I love this one so much, considering I kind of wasn't really that excited about it. I was at the start, but like once I'd read a few pages I was a bit intimidated, but that completely changed. It's actually like really easy to read, so if you're like me and you're intimidated by the Shakespeare and stuff, definitely don't be. You don't have to understand it fully, and when you do, it's kind of explained to you as well. So yeah, I really love this one. So to recap for this video, first we obviously read Found, which unfortunately I don't have with me right now, but I gave that one a 3.75. I definitely did enjoy it. Like if you enjoy like a crime book, I definitely kind of recommend it. If you're looking more for like a thrillery type thing, more of a mystery, then I probably wouldn't recommend it, but overall I did enjoy it more than I expected. Then I read Vicious, which I also enjoyed a lot more than I expected. I gave this one a 4.25, I believe. Definitely super fun. Kind of like dark academia vibes for like certain parts of it, but not for the majority of the book. It's kind of like, I don't know whether you'd call it fantasy. I'd say maybe more like sci-fi, like light urban sci-fi, because it's like about superpowers really, rather than more like a fantasy world. It's just like individuals with the powers, but I really enjoyed this one as well. I'm really eager to kind of continue on with the like short stories and stuff like that. I thought the concept was super cool. Again, as I said before, I think it could have been a standalone, but overall I did really enjoy this one as well, and I had a super fun time reading it. I also did enjoy the audiobook for that one as well. And as I just mentioned, 5 stars for If We're Villains. So we just went up and up in this video, which is fab. We love to see it. But yeah, really enjoyed this one as well. So yeah, super successful all round. Even like the 3.75, like I'm happy with that rating. So yeah, super successful vlog, and yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy. I have, as I mentioned again also in the intro, I believe I have one more blindly picking my TBR video scheduled for this year, so I hope you are looking forward to that. I always find them super fun, and I looked at my list of what I have left wrapped up, and there's some pretty good ones in there, so excited to do this again. And then I'm also going to be revamping it for next year and doing it much more regularly, maybe like once a month or so. And yeah, I'm just super excited for that because it's going to have like a whole theme. It's going to be like a whole big thing. So you will see that at the very start of January next year, the introduction to that series. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below. All these books will be linked in the description as well with affiliate links if you do want to buy them, if they sound interesting to you. Hit subscribe, turn the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications. Then you're going to be notified every single time I post a new video. If you're not watching one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a low linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!